My child, come here. I need you to be still for a moment. I know how you've been running, how you've been striving, how you've been fighting with every ounce of strength you have left. And I know what you're feeling. You're weary, the kind of weary that settles deep in your bones. A weariness of the soul that sleep cannot touch. You feel like you've been on this journey for an eternity, climbing a mountain that never ends, running a race with no finish line in sight. You look back at how far you've come, and the distance is staggering. But then you look ahead, and the path seems to stretch on into an impossible, hazy future. And the whisper of despair has been getting louder in your heart, hasn't it? The lie that says you're not making any progress, you're stuck. You're just as far away as you were when you started. Maybe it's time to give up. I have come to you today, right now, in this very moment, to silence that lie with the thunder of my truth. Lean in and listen, for this is a holy decree for your spirit. You are so much closer than you think. You are standing on the very brink of the breakthrough you have been praying for. You are on the verge of the victory you thought you would never see. The dawn is closer than the darkness would have you believe. I know you can't see it. I know you can't feel it. Every piece of evidence in your physical world may be screaming the opposite. But I inhabit eternity. I see the end from the beginning. I stand outside of time. And I am telling you, with all the authority of the one who holds the stars in place, you are almost there. Your feeling of distance is an illusion, a fog bank created by your fatigue and the enemy's deceptions. But I am the God who commands the fog to lift, and I am here now to give you a glimpse from my perspective. Think of a marathon runner. They've run 26 miles. Their lungs are on fire. Their muscles are screaming in protest with every agonizing step. Their vision is blurring. Their mind is a battlefield, with every thought telling them to stop, to collapse, to quit. They have hit the proverbial wall, and they are convinced they cannot take one more step. They can't see the finish line. They can't hear the crowd. All they know is the immediate, overwhelming reality of their pain and exhaustion. But what they don't know is that just around the next bend, a mere 100 yards away, the finish line is waiting. The crowd is roaring their name. The victory is already prepared. Their struggle is almost over, but in that moment of greatest weakness, it feels the furthest away. My child, you are that runner. You have hit the wall. You are in the final, most grueling stretch of this particular race, and the enemy is screaming in your ear that the finish line is a mirage, that your effort has been for nothing. But I am your coach, running alongside you, and I am telling you, don't you dare give up now. You are right there. The tape is about to break across your chest. Keep going. The intensity of the struggle right before the victory is always the greatest. The darkness is always most profound just before the sun crests the horizon. The enemy fights the hardest when he knows you are about to possess the promised land. Do not misinterpret the intensity of your current battle as a sign that you are losing. Interpret it as a sign that you are winning, that you are so close to your breakthrough that all the forces of darkness have risen up in a last desperate attempt to stop you. They want you to quit right before the miracle. Don't give them the satisfaction, or think of a miner toiling deep in the earth. For months, he has been swinging his pickaxe against a hard wall of rock. His hands are calloused and bleeding. His hope is dwindling. He has found nothing. He is convinced the mine is barren. After one more day of backbreaking, fruitless labor, he throws down his tools in disgust. It's over, he says. I'm done. He sells his equipment and goes home, defeated. The man who buys the equipment goes to the same mine, and from the exact spot where the first miner stopped, he begins to dig. And with just 3 feet of effort, he strikes one of the largest veins of gold ever discovered. The first miner was 3 feet from a fortune that would have changed his life and the lives of generations to come. But he gave up because he could not see what lay just beyond the rock. My beloved, You have been swinging the pickaxe of faith, of prayer, of obedience, of just getting up every single day when you wanted to stay down. You look at the rock face of your circumstances and you see no cracks, no glimmer of gold, and you are so tempted to throw down your tools. But I am telling you, you are just 3 feet from gold. The breakthrough is just on the other side of that wall of impossibility. Your next prayer, your next act of faith, your next step of obedience could be the one that breaks through what you perceive as a solid wall of granite. I see as a thin, brittle shell, ready to shatter and reveal the riches I have stored up for you. Do not stop swinging. Your labor in me is never in vain. Every prayer has been a strike against that rock. Every tear has been a drop of water weakening its foundation. Every act of faith has created a hairline fracture. It is about to give way. Stay at your post. You are closer than you think. Let's talk about what you're waiting for. For some of you, it's healing. You've been battling a physical illness or a deep emotional wound for so long. You've prayed, you've believed, you've stood on my promises, and yet the pain persists. You feel just as broken today as you were a year ago, but you cannot see what is happening in the unseen realm. You cannot see how my power has been working deep within your cells, rewiring your neural pathways, mending the broken pieces of your heart. Healing is often like the growth of a mighty oak tree. For a long time, all the work is happening underground. A vast, complex root system is being established, anchoring the tree, drawing up nutrients. On the surface, nothing seems to be happening, but without that hidden foundational work, the tree could never grow tall and strong. My child, I have been establishing your roots. I have been doing the deep, internal work that must be done before the external manifestation can appear. The green shoot is about to break through the soil. You are closer to your restoration than you have ever been. Don't give up on the process just because you can't see the progress. For others, you're waiting for your purpose to become clear. You feel lost, adrift, like you're wandering in the wilderness. You see others walking in their calling, and you feel left behind. You cry out to me, "What am I here for?" And the silence feels deafening. You feel you are getting further and further away from a life of meaning. That is a lie. Your time in the wilderness is not a detour. It is the training ground. You are not wandering. You are being prepared. Every experience you've had, every job you've worked, every person you've met, even your mistakes and failures, I am weaving them all into the tapestry of your purpose. You are not far from your calling. You are standing in the middle of its foundation being laid. You think you are waiting for your purpose to start, but I tell you, it has already begun. You are closer to the full revelation of it than you can imagine. The skills you are learning right now, the character you are developing in this season of waiting, are the very things you will need for the next chapter. You are almost there. Keep walking with me, one step at a time. The path will become clear, and many of you are waiting for a breakthrough in your relationships. You've been praying for the restoration of a broken marriage, the reconciliation with a child or a parent, the arrival of a life partner. The loneliness is a heavy cloak, and the silence from the other side is a crushing weight. You feel that things are more broken than ever, that the distance is greater than it has ever been. But you see only with human eyes. You cannot see the work I am doing in the other person's heart. You cannot see the seeds of forgiveness I am planting, the walls of pride I am slowly dismantling, the longings for connection I am stirring, and more importantly, you cannot see the profound work I have been doing in you. This season of waiting has been making you into the person you need to be for that restored, healthy relationship. I have been healing your insecurities, teaching you my unconditional love, and making you whole and complete in me, so that you enter into that relationship not out of neediness, but out of fullness. The timing is almost perfect. The pieces are almost in place. You are closer to that loving connection than your loneliness will let you believe. Do not grow weary in praying, in loving, in hoping. You are on the brink of a relational harvest. And for my children battling financial hardship, you who have been faithful with the little you have, you who have given when you had almost nothing to give, you who have trusted me as your provider when the cupboards were bare. You look at your bank account and you see lack. You look at your bills and you feel fear. You feel that you are sinking. But I am the God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. I am your provider, Jehovah Jireh. You see your limited resources, but I see my unlimited storehouses. You see the closed doors, but I hold the keys to every door. The logistics of your miracle are already in motion. The provision is already on its way. You are closer to your financial breakthrough than your debt would have you believe. Stand firm on my promises. Resist the spirit of fear and lack. Continue to walk in generosity and faith. Your season of just enough is about to become a season of more than enough. You are almost there. Consider the caterpillar in its chrysalis. To an outside observer, it looks like a period of inactivity, of death. Inside that casing, the caterpillar's body literally dissolves into a nutrient-rich soup. It is a process of complete and total undoing. It ceases to be what it once was. It must feel like the end. It must feel like utter chaos and destruction. If that caterpillar could think, it would surely think, I am finished. I am being destroyed. I am further from life than ever before. And yet in that very process of dissolution, a miracle is happening. The imaginal cells, the very blueprint for the butterfly, are beginning to organize, to build, to create something entirely new and gloriously different. The undoing was not the end. It was the essential process for the becoming. My child, for some of you, this is your chrysalis season. You feel you are being undone. Your old identity is dissolving. Your old certainties are crumbling. Your old ways of coping are no longer working. It feels like death. It feels like you are losing yourself. But I am here to tell you, you are not being destroyed. You are being transformed. You are not at your end. You are on the verge of your new beginning. You are so close to breaking out of that casing of your old self and emerging with wings. The person you are becoming is so much more magnificent than the person you were. Do not be afraid of the undoing. Surrender to the sacred process of metamorphosis. You are closer to flying than you have ever been before. I understand your frustration with my timing. You pray, and you want the answer now. You struggle, and you want the deliverance yesterday. But my timing is not like your timing. My ways are not like your ways. I am never late, but I am also rarely early. My timing is always perfect, because my purpose is not just to get you to the destination, but to develop you along the journey. If I gave you the breakthrough before your character was ready to sustain it, it would crush you. If I gave you the victory before you learned the lessons of the battle, you would not know how to hold the ground you've won. If I promoted you before you mastered the skills of your current season, you would fail in the new position. Think of the Chinese bamboo tree. After the seed is planted, for the first year, there is no visible growth. The second year, no visible growth. The third and fourth years, still nothing. It is a period of immense faith and patient watering and tending of the ground. It would be so easy for the farmer to give up, to assume the seed was dead. But then, in the fifth year, a miracle happens. The bamboo tree explodes out of the ground and grows up to 90 feet tall in just 6 weeks. Was it inactive for 4 years? No. It was spending all that time building a massive, intricate root system, a foundation strong enough to support the incredible, rapid growth that was to come. Your season of waiting, of feeling like you are making no progress, has been your first 4 years. I have been building your root system. I have been deepening your character, strengthening your faith, solidifying your identity in me. You have not been stagnant. You have been growing downwards, establishing a foundation that will be able to sustain the incredible upward growth I am about to release in your life. The 5th year is upon you. The explosive growth is coming. You are closer than you think. Think of a mountain climber caught in a dense, disorienting fog. They have been climbing for days. They are exhausted. The fog is so thick they can't see more than a few feet in any direction. They can't see the summit. They can't even see the path clearly. They feel lost, alone, and they begin to doubt if they are even going in the right direction. The temptation to just sit down and wait for the fog to lift is immense. But they have a guide who knows the mountain like the back of his hand, the guide who can see through the fog. And the guide says, "We are almost there. The summit is just above us. Trust me. Just take the next step. Put your foot right where I tell you to." The climber cannot see the summit, but they can see the guide. They can hear his voice. And so they choose to trust the guide's perspective over their own limited perception. You are that climber, and I am your guide. The fog of your circumstances has rolled in, and you cannot see your way forward. You feel lost, but I am with you. I know the path, and I am telling you, the summit of this particular mountain is just ahead. Do not trust your feelings of being lost. Trust my voice. Just focus on the next right step, the step of obedience for today, the act of kindness for this hour, the prayer for this moment. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to see me and take the next step with me. I will lead you to the summit. You are so much closer than you can possibly see. So, what do you do now while you are in this final stretch? How do you keep going when every part of you wants to quit? First, I want you to rest. That may sound counterintuitive. You think you need to strive and push harder. But I am telling you to enter my rest. This doesn't mean you stop moving forward. It means you stop trying to do it all in your own strength. It means you cease from striving and you start abiding. Lean on me. Let me carry your weight. A true sign of faith is not frantic activity, but a quiet, trusting peace in the midst of the storm. Rest is an act of defiance against the spirit of anxiety and fear. It is a declaration that you believe I am in control, even when your circumstances seem out of control. But I am telling you to enter my rest. This doesn't mean you stop moving forward. It means you stop trying to do it all in your own strength. It means you cease from striving and you start abiding. Lean on me. Let me carry your weight. A true sign of faith is not frantic activity, but a quiet, trusting peace in the midst of the storm. Rest is an act of defiance against the spirit of anxiety and fear. It is a declaration that you believe I am in control, even when your circumstances seem out of control. Second, I want you to start speaking my truth over your situation. Your feelings are real, but they are not the ultimate reality. My word is, when you feel you are far away, I want you to open your mouth and declare, God says, I am close. I am on the verge of my breakthrough. When you feel you are failing, I want you to declare, I am a child of God, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Your words have creative power. Stop agreeing with the lies of the enemy and start agreeing with the truth of your God. Speak the victory into existence before you see it with your eyes. Third, I want you to practice gratitude. Find something, anything to be thankful for right now. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the prison of perspective. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It reminds you of my faithfulness in the past, which builds your faith for the future. Don't wait for the big breakthrough to be grateful. Be grateful for the breath in your lungs, for the sun in the sky, for the small mercies of this day. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Finally, I want you to hold on. Just hold on. Do not let go of your hope. Do not abandon your post. Endure for a little while longer. The night is almost over. Your season of struggle has an expiration date. Your weeping may endure for a night, but I promise you, joy is coming in the morning. And that morning is so much closer than you think. You are on the brink. You are on the edge of your miracle. The heavens are pregnant with your breakthrough, and the time of delivery is at hand. Look up, my child. Lift your head. Can you feel the shift in the spiritual atmosphere? Can you sense the trembling in the ground beneath your feet? The rock is about to break. The dawn is about to crack the sky. The finish line is just around the bend. Do not quit. Do not despair. Do not lose hope. You are closer than you have ever been. This is my message for you now. Receive it. Believe it, and walk in the quiet confidence that I, your God, have spoken it. And I do not lie. You are almost home.